A first note on Caligula, out of a torrent, I'm thinking. Why? Because I've seen it again last night. It was on Romanian television. And I remember seeing it something like 25 years ago or so. Funny, about the same exact format. It was the same distribution. True, it wasn't the play when I was inside the huge, big, nice National Theatre Hall, but still the same. So differences, there are differences. That's the interesting, enticing aspect of the play, the theatre. The performance today is not really exactly the same as the performance tomorrow. Not to mention, I don't know, maybe it was filmed 1 year after or before. What's very intriguing, special about this is that it makes me think of various aspects. One, the play kept me interested, well, more or less. Not, I didn't give it 100% attention. I didn't see it 100% last night as opposed to 25 years ago. And that's because some of it was good, enticing. I could have done something else, of course. I have a series of series to watch, Gomorrah, The Crown, and so on. Winner of the Golden Globes yesterday, by the way. Wait, let me know. But it also has some awful, if you ask me, elements. The actors, some of them, acted badly. It looked acted. It looked forced, artificial. What do you call it? Mannerism, cabotinage, and yet, they other times maybe really did the job to the best of anyone's abilities. I don't know. So there are quite a few questions. That's why I'm thinking, when I thought about what a note I can make about this, I realized that there's surely going to be a few, because the subject is very interesting. The play has wonderful elements, as included by the author. But then the adaptation has, as I said, terrible things, and one can talk about that. What's the impact of an act? What's the way it should act? There's classical, I understand classical text. I understand that students in the art of the theater learn about it. What should an actor do? Should he act with feeling? As some say, well, he's turning himself into Frankenstein or Hamlet or whatever role he plays, and he feels that, and he has such a feeling. Or he should use the brain and act always thinking, not feeling, always thinking, and having supreme, absolute control over what he's doing, representing. And it turns out it's the latter. The actor needs to have control and not such shouting. And I think the example in that classical text is, would be like amateurs, I, you, others, who try and tell a story. This happened to me a few days ago, and you see, I was on the bicycle and this guy came close to me and I was going straight, but he was taking a right turn And of course I had the right because I wasn't changing my direction, and he nearly killed me. He came this close. I'm a little pretending here, but there are no elements. This kind of story, as told by an amateur, has no impact. Even if he has all the feeling, I could have died, and he doesn't have the technique, it's not going to work. The others will be embarrassed, they might have a feeling. Once in a while, if it's a story with pain and suffering or big danger, of course we empathize. But the way an amateur tells it, it's not going to work. And the same with the feeling. An actor doesn't have to come and shout, and you can see that many are transporting themselves, or don't have the technique anymore, or they have never had it, and so they just make it an endless series of shouts. So this is what happened at times only. At other times I was captivated, and I have to come back to this. Caligula, wonderful in some ways.